Kriya, and then I will be giving you some practice guideline for this Kriya, and then we will enter into the Kriya, and then we will do certain physical asana and then the sharing. Okay, so that is the flow that I planned. Let's get into the next slide. Yes. So the first powerful cognition you need to have is our body is a reflection of our space. See, your body, the outer space is pure reflection of your inner space. So take great awareness what you're entertaining in your inner space. Okay, see, like when you feel you're angry, your body boils. When you are in fear, your body trembles, shiver. When you're in lust, your body will respond to the kind of lustful thinking and action. So one single thought alone is enough to activate your whole biology. It means whatever thought you're entertaining, your whole body can trigger different hormones, reactions, emotions. So be very clear what kind of thoughts you are entertaining, okay? Because the thought is entertained in the space, your inner space. So when your inner space is filled with unconscious thoughts or patterns, you will not even know why you act in a certain way. It becomes like an automatic response, like a default response, because your brain is wired in certain way, because you're doing it so many times repeatedly, it becomes a habit, or like a what I call it, reactionary action. You don't even become aware of what you were doing. Okay, so just like, for instance, when you are angry and you will trigger certain violent response, and you had done it so many times that every time when you fall into this anger, you just respond in the same destructive way without having ability to control or slow down the whole reaction or the emotion. You can't, because it become like a default. You just press and the thing just explodes. So this is the cause of all the suffering in our life, when you become living your life with these unconscious thoughts, unaware of what you are actually entertaining. So this is what takes us away from the space of yoga. See, by our very nature, the space of yoga means in that restful awareness. So when you become unaware of what thoughts fill your inner space, this is where you not only create certain disturbance in the inner space, but also a different body, because whatever you entertain as thoughts is reflected in your body. Okay, so this whole Kriya is going to basically make you become aware, because you'll be infused so much prana shakti and you'll become so aware, and you'll be taken to the space of yoga where there is no thoughts. So let's enter into the next slide, how to create a new space. Okay, so see, Somji has designed such a powerful yogic system called Nithyananda Yoga. Basically, the whole process with the 12 components, it's basically to create a space where you're free from patterns, you're free from spontaneous expression of, you are where you are a spontaneous expression of the life energy. So there's no thoughts. If you have done the yoga with awareness, you see that the inner chatters come down. You enter into like a space, and that space is where you're actually experiencing the energy, the life energy, the oozing up through your whole body. So this is what Patanjali says, yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Okay, so this is in the second verse. The first verse he say, let's enter to the yoga now. So he said that in the first verse, you cannot enter the yoga if you're not in the now. That's why when we enter into this Kriya, I put you into the space of now. So when you are in the present moment, you can now get into the space of yoga. So he says that the space of yoga is basically, a space where you're free from all the patterns. Okay. See, yoga is the spontaneous disappearance of mental patterns. You're not entertaining any patterns. So freeing ourselves from root patterns, freeing ourselves from all this unawareness, whatever SDHD you're calling it, is the space of yoga. When you are liberated from all the patterns, unconscious patterns that bind us, that make us again and again fall into a expected mess. It means problem, and forgetting the solution. This is what we call, moving away from the space of yoga. So essentially, to get back to the space of yoga, you have a choice. It is just a simple decision. So people who say, I can't control the mind, my mind is just taking over me. I can't even, control what thoughts I have. Nobody asks you to control. You just bring awareness. When you bring awareness, the thoughts, will come down. But when you're not aware, you are just encouraging and creating and fabricating more and more thoughts. So that's why awareness is the key to come back to the space of yoga. Okay, so we can create this space of yoga. In this 21 days, you're going to do that. Okay, I'm going to guide you how to do it through this Nithya Kriya. Next. So essentially, you're going to create a new body in this 21 day, if you're with me. Now, let's understand what is the power of yogic physiology. So Swamiji said that to have a yogic body, it means 4 aspects, 4 qualities you need to build. 1, power. 2nd, energy. 3rd, flexibility and health. Okay, so he said that when you start working, you start building, the flexibility, then the energy, and then you start manifesting the power of the body. See, when you have a yogic body, it's a power. Okay, and then naturally you will have health. You'll be healthy when you start radiating all this quality. So all these 4 put together is what he called as yogic body. These 4 components of expression of a yogic body. So the power of yogic physiology is the ability to go beyond food. It means once you start having such powerful body, a yogic body, your ability to go beyond food. That means eating become a choice. You have the freedom not to eat at all because you don't need to be sustained by solid food. You can rely on other sources of energy like the prana shakti, through the breathing. So then also the ability to build itself on a pure prana and long breath, right? So that means what? You can sustain yourself just by prana. And then ability to go beyond sleep. You don't need so much sleep anymore. You can survive in 2-3 hours of sleep and still feeling alive and totally functional and productive the next day. So that is another dimension of the yogic physiology. And eat as much as you want and yet as little as possible. You have that freedom. It's like sometimes you want to indulge a little bit. Okay, you can eat it. And the interesting is when you eat it, you'll be able to digest everything and you will just be sent out. It's just like, having a yogic body, you're able to take in anything and just digest, and whatever that needs to leave your system, let it leave the system. Same thing, if you have a Vedic mind, you will be able to digest all the truth and just start living it. So, but before we go to the Vedic mind, let's build a yogic body in this 21 days. So a yogic body is the one whose muscle memory expresses its peak possibility. So your whole body is radiating at its peak possibility. You have a question? No, you have that freedom when you have a yogic body. Understand? It's not like you are incomplete with food. You have to restrain. You have to. So it's like, but of course you will not eat as much as you want. It's that you have your ability to play both extreme, but without getting affected. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is the freedom. But of course, being sensible, being aware, you will not do anything to destroy this yogic body. Okay. So let's continue to the next slide. Okay, let's continue about the power of yogic physiology. So, see, in enlightenment, to have enlightenment permanently installed in this body, it is easy to have a satori, means a glimpse of enlightenment. Like sometimes when you sit with Swamiji, some bhava, some nidarshan, or some kind of powerful cognition you have, or some meditation or breathing, you just suddenly have this glimpse of enlightenment. But that is only a glimpse. To hold this energy of, enlightenment energy, the same energy continuously, the body needs preparation. That means it become a permanent, that means this body become like a golden vessel, able to hold the initiation and hold the energy from Swamiji. Let's say he did the initiation for us. You're able to hold the energy permanently in the body and start radiating it. That means your body needs preparation. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like day one you will have that. It needs preparation. It means maintaining the body, keeping in its peak capacity is what we need to do as a responsible, yogi. So it needs to develop a strong nervous system. See, your nervous system is weak. Just one fear can shake you and collapse you. So if you have a strong nervous system, anything negative from outer world, you will be able to withstand, you will be able to face it, have the courage to face it and go beyond it. You will be able to solve the problem and not collapse or crumble in depression. So having a strong nervous system is one of the prerequisites for a yogic physiology. Because once you build a yogic body, you will have a strong nervous system. Because a strong nervous system means what? Everything is running at its peak capacity. Digestion, hormonal level, breathing, circulatory system, all the energy circuit, all the different circuit in the body, they are all running at its peak capacity. So only then you will hold the master's energy during initiation. You will directly manifest as power. So some of you will say, how come after initiation the power is not manifesting? Please look inside your body. What kind of body you're holding? Do you have a strong nervous system? Are you able to hold the energy even after the initiation? If you can't hold the energy, you cannot manifest as power. Understand now where the gap is? So don't say that it's Swamiji's problem because that means the initiation didn't work for you. It's not that the initiation is already done. Now it's for you to radiate. You need to prepare the body for it to radiate the powers. Okay, understand now? Give me a thumbs up. You're understanding what I'm saying. See, the initiation, it's Guru's grace, right? But what we do after the initiation is, our responsibility for it to start manifesting through this body, by the Guru's grace. It's your responsibility. So you cannot have a sick body and thinking that you can manifest all the powers of Paramashiva, right? You can't. That means you're not realistic, because to radiate all this, immense energy and powers, you need to train this body to be not only strong nervous system, you need to radiate powers. That's why the 4 qualities, flexibility. So the first thing for us to work is flexibility, then energy, how to play with the energy. Then the powers come. When all this stop radiating, you will have health. Naturally, you'll be healthy. You will live a long life. You anti-age, reverse aging. You will look beautiful. Even just your presence only, you radiate the grace. So that comes only when you have done all this preparation in the body, and of course your whole system, for all this to radiate as a side effect of a yogi body. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying now? Give me a thumbs up. What is the definition of yogic physiology? So all of you who are interested to know how to build a yogic body, today I'm giving you this because I'm doing this kriya. This kriya is related to expressing extraordinary possibility in the sport. See, sport is one area to show the amazing feat of a yogic body. So when you start training, reprogramming this body, you will see how just by normal sport, let's say whatever sports you choose today, you will start seeing it can radiate different level of energy, different vitality, different strength. All that will come. So I think it's fun to play with it, because if like you're experimenting with your own body. To me, that should be the best testimonial of how powerful these kriyas are. Okay. Next. So let's look at the Shastra Pramana of this Nithya Kriya, which is given by Swamiji. See, it's taken from Yoga, Chudamani Upanishad, verse 116. It says that for him who is possessed of pranayama, because Nithya Kriya is working a lot on the breathing, that means your prana shakti, tuning your prana sharira. There will be the destruction of all diseases. For those devoid of pranayama, there will be generation of all diseases. Okay, so that's what, if you look at all the kriyas, it's a lot to do with certain breathing, and of course with asanas, with sometimes we also used mantras or vibrational sound. So, you know, I think in the earlier session I mentioned about some of the few components of Nithya Kriyas, right? So this is just a recap of the Shastra Pramana, if you remember, especially for new people who are joining for the first time. I'm repeating this Shastra Pramana taken from this Upanishad so that you understand that the importance of working on the body through the breath. Next. So here are the practical guidelines for this Kriya. See, this Kriya, I want for it to work, because Swamiji said that for a new habit, for a new muscle memory to be developed, you need 21 days. Okay, it takes 21 days to develop a new habit, a new muscle memory. So that's why this Kriya is going to design for 21 days. Next week we'll do the Nithya Kriya excelling in sport level 2. So let me just give you the guidelines so that you can all do this, we can all do this together as a group, because when you do that as a group, you will inspire each other, you will keep each other, you know, in check, you know, so that you know, when you do something like this together, it's actually good to have it as a group energy. So the first thing I want to do, not just working on the prana shakti and also the physical body, I'm also taking this opportunity to tune your body through your diet. So I'm going to take this opportunity in these 21 days, detox you by making you do a mucus-free diet, which is also known as Turyatita Samyama, given by Swamiji last year. I think some of you who have done this Samyama with me, you will remember. It's not so difficult as Nirahara Samyama, because you can still eat. Okay, so let me just go through what is this Turyatita Samyama. Okay, so Swamiji said that this Samyama you do for about 30 days, which means if you start in Amavasya, you end in the next Amavasya. If you start, Amavasya means new moon day. And then if you start in Paunami, means, which is full moon day, you end in the next full moon day. So it's like one full cycle, okay? So in this period, you only eat fruits and vegetables and or spinach, whatever it is. Just basically, you can eat as much as you can of fruits and vegetables, okay? Avoid grains, nuts, dairy products, any products that is from animals like honey, ghee, or all that thing that's a byproduct of from the animal, okay? So all these, refrain from them, because all this tends to create mucus. You create mucus in the body, and you know that mucus is one of the most what you call it, the substance, the compound in the body that bacteria breeds, cancer cell breeds. Especially also sugar. No sugar. Avoid sugar as well during this period. I mean, you can have natural sugar like jaggery is okay, but no white sugar. I mean, do you know what I mean by white sugar? Like, let's say you go outside and buy a drink. Inside the drink, soft drink, has white sugar. Okay? Avoid that. So try as much as possible, cut down on the sugar, because sugar is also another contributor of mucus. Okay? So then every night you will prepare this detox recipe. Okay? It's a concoction of comprising a few items. So 5 cloves of organic garlic. Okay, go and buy organic garlic. See, normally Swamiji don't recommend us to consume garlics and onions because, they are considered rajasic. It means stimulating, right? Making you restless. But in this case, it is used as a medicine for detoxification. So it's okay. Okay? So go and buy organic garlic. So boil some water every night and put the 5 cloves of the garlic. Of course, you remove the skin and just put in 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, organic. Okay, all the things that you put must be organic. I just went to buy 1 bottle of organic turmeric powder. And organic cumin seeds. No cumin powder is seeds. Okay, then boil it for I think by the time I boil, maybe like at least 20 minutes or half an hour. Let it boil until the garlic is soft. Okay, when the garlic becomes soft, you just scoop out the inside this two things, garlic and the seeds. Pound it on like a mortar, right? The mortar and pestle. Just crush it into a paste. Once you crush it into the paste, put it back into the water which you boil with the turmeric. Mix them and drink it. So that mixture is supposed to aid in your detoxification. Okay? Now, it says that this Turiyatita Samyama is great not only removing the mucus, it can also remove a lot of pharmaceutical chemicals that is inside your body. So which means if those of you who have taken certain vaccination, I think this is also a good time to discharge all this whatever that has been inserted into your body. So take this opportunity to clean it. So see, to radiate yogic body, you need to basically do a lot of detoxification, especially if you're living in an environment where a lot of pollution, a lot of impure food are being served in the whole food chain. Doing this for this 21 days is a good way to do a regular cleaning for your body. Then you crush the item, put inside the boiled water and just drink it. Do it every night for the next 21 nights. Also tonight I have to do it. Okay, so this is the mucus-free diet. If you want some recipe, we can share that in the group. You can see what are the possible food you can eat. The easiest is to eat lots of fruits. Okay, but if you feel bored with eating fruits, then maybe you want to do some vegetable. You can steam it, boil it, or you can even like a very simple stir fry. Okay, no deep fried. Okay, so that is the mucus-free diet. So change your diet during this 21 day to cooperate with this Kriya. Because when we do that simultaneously, at the same time through the diet, you will see a quick transformation. You'll see the energy level, everything start changing. Then here it is. The next thing is whatever sports you want to excel, you can choose. Okay, later I will give some example. Now measure your baseline before you start the Kriya. Let's say where you are today. After doing this Kriya, what do you see progress in terms of the body energy expression? Then do this Kriya and perform the sports. Okay, so we're going to do this Kriya. Do the Kriya before you do the exercise. That's what I would recommend. So then you're going to monitor weekly the progress and report in the group to see, okay, what you can even report daily if you want to share something. But minimally at least report weekly what is happening. So the next week when you come back, you should have given some report also. Then share your experience after 21 days or reprogramming your muscle memory. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, any questions so far before we go to the next slide? Wait. Everybody is understanding what I'm saying? Okay. I will go into the example of sports you can select. Okay. So during this 21-day reprogramming, choose a sport to excel. Mark the matrix before the Kriyas and note the changes daily or weekly and share in the group. So basically, if you are a runner, you want to use running, you can start with, let's say, a 2.4 kilometer run. Okay, you do the 2.4 kilometer run, you see the difference in this 21 day. Let's say you used to run like it take 20 minutes to finish 2.4 kilometer run. By the end of 21 days, see how much your time improve, how much energy you have. You can complete the distance, same distance, with a lesser time and more energy. Okay, so this is one way. Swimming, same thing. If you love swimming, you love to go into the water, then let's say, for instance, do 10 laps, right? Back and forth 10 laps, and see how much you take to do 10 laps, or do 20 laps, 30 laps. Depends on how much you want to. Let's say you want to set a target. Let's say by end of 21 days, I want to be able to do 30 laps or 50 laps. That could be also another way of measuring your progress. How this Kriya can fundamentally alter your energy level and your capacity to express, not just in terms of speed, but in terms of energy, the strength, okay, the stamina. See, the whole thing about this whole Kriya is going to increase your energy level and stamina greatly. And a lot of you will feel that you don't have stamina. This is the best time to train your stamina. See, stamina is very highly correlated to your nervous system. If your nervous system is very weak, you don't have stamina. It is like, like a direct reflection. So if you have a strong nervous system, you see your stamina. Not only stamina to withstand physically, but stamina to withstand anything, that in terms of stress, in terms of emotional roller coaster. That stamina is what I mean. Not just physical stamina, but stamina to withstand anything in the outer world. If the whole world collapsed, you will still be standing there. Just like Swamiji. Everything was taken away from him and he's still standing up. He's never collapsed, right? So that is what we need to build, a strong nervous system. Now, then the next one, gym workout. If let's say you want to hit the gym, you want to try your chest press, or you want to do some kind of weight, during this period, you want to increase. You can pick a machine, right, equipment in the gym and say, okay, during this period, I'm going to train my body in some of this gymming equipment. That is also possible. Okay, so that is what you can decide. Then, if you are very much into yoga like me, you can play with the components of yoga. Like for instance, you want to do the Surya Namaskar, right? You can do even any Vinyasa Krama. So do Vinyasa Krama means continuous flow, right? You can start with, let's say, 21 minutes of Surya Namaskar. Then you increase the second week. Let's say you increase from 21 to 27. 27 in the first week, then 54. Just every week double it up. From 27, then you double to 54. In the third week, you do 108. Understand? That means build the body and your ability to do 108 within 21 days. So that's one way you can do it. Or you can use time. Let's say in 42 minutes, 2 energy cycle, how many can I do? Let me try. Let's say in the first week, I can only do 36. Then in the second week, I can see that I'm able to clock 60. By the third week, in 42 minutes, I can do, 108. You can use that to either in time or number. Okay? So you can decide how you want to play with it. And dance. Some of you who like to play with the body in free movement, dynamic movement. You can do the skeleton dance, right? You can do the skeleton dance. You can gradually increase to 42 minutes because Swamiji say that in the Agamas, Paramashiva recommend 42 minutes of non-stop intense skeleton dance. That skeleton dance in the 42 minutes awakens your bio-memory of integrity. Because your integrity biomemory is installed in the bone marrow. When you do 42 minutes of intense skeleton dance, immediately that biomemory gets awakened. Okay? So these are some simple example what sports you want to excel. I mean, of course, these are not just exhaustive. This is just something that you can do without too much effort. Next slide. So for me, I'm just giving my example of my target. Let's say for me, okay, I'm going to first start with 21 minutes Surya Namaskar. Then I'm going to train my core. See, one of the things that I want to train is my abdominal core muscle, my strength, right? So I will build in such a way that I'm going to be able to increase, the core holding myself. So I will introduce certain yoga asanas to strengthen my core. And then maybe in the second week, I will increase to 42 minutes Surya Namaskar, and then taking the second level of the excelling in sports, and then again maybe third week increasing to 108. So I'm going to play with different possibility of my body, but I take it gradually, to push it to the next level of higher capacity, next level of possibility. That means work on really giving a push to your body. Don't just do the same thing every day and like there's no inspiration. After a while you get bored. So take this 21 days to design something challenging that you're going to fundamentally reprogram not only your muscle memory but also strengthen your stamina and your willpower. Okay, this Kriya, when you strengthen your nervous system, you increases your willpower, your ability to withstand, your ability to become very determined in what you want in your life. You will not waver, weak, become weak mentally. One of the problems with modern society is it makes us very weak. So this Kriya, don't think that just a physical excelling in sports. At a deeper level, it affects you in many different ways. Because remember, your body is a reflection of your space. So when you have a strong body and body that can withstand anything, start excelling in high capacity, you can imagine what kind of inner space you will be having. You need to have the inner space to express that in your physical body. So the changes will happen first in your inner space. Are y'all with me? And give me a thumbs up if you're with me. Okay, so take up this challenge because see, normally we don't do this ourselves. When you have something like this and do it as a group, you get inspired, you get supported as well. I think that's the best thing. Next slide. So are you ready to go into the Kriya? So I'm going to do the Kriya. It's a very short Kriya. It's very simple only. Actually, I'm so surprised. So after the Kriya, we're going to do 12 rounds of Surya Namaskar. Okay? You do the classical Surya Namaskar. So you have your yoga mat with you. Go and get your yoga mat. Please go and lay the yoga mat. Go and set up yoga mat. I give you 2 minutes to set it up. Then we enter into Kriya. The minute we finish the Kriya, we'll do the Surya Namaskar. Okay? 12 rounds. And then we'll sit and you see the energy, the difference in the energy in your body after the Kriya. Okay, please go and set up. So please go and set up your yoga mat so that you know that you'll be doing. So all of you please decide what spots you want to measure. Okay.
Toilet quickly.
Okay, go. Okay, so give me a thumbs up. You are ready set up with all your yoga mat. Okay, 1, 2. Rupa, are you ready? Okay, 3. What else? Okay. This Parameshwari, can you do a screen capture of whoever is attending now?
I can't see everyone because I'm now put on Singapore Adinam in order to position you.
Okay, so maybe Anadeta, can you do a screen capture?
Yes. Okay, done.
So we wait for this Jarashadiko to be back. So far, any question whatsoever before we enter into the Kriya? Are you all fully understanding what we need to do in these 21 days? We're going to do it together.
My question on the vegetables. So you say we can boil or stir fry. Can we like use soy sauce and things like that?
Seasoning, is it?
Ah,
Actually, I remember we are told to avoid salt. We don't even take salt. But I do. When I was doing this last year, I put a little bit of soy sauce. Otherwise, it will be too tasteless.
okay. And then soybean milk and all that. That's okay lah.
You can take pulses like lentils.
Beans and all that is okay lah.
They're under pulses like lentils. All these beans, they're under that category.
Okay, so drinking it, if it's organic, I guess it's okay as well lah. Soybean milk and all that if it's organic.
That's what I was told. So this period I have to stock up a lot of fruits and vegetables.
And Ma, where did you get all your organic thing is from Yes Natural, is it? The garlic?
Yeah, I got it from Yes Natural.
Okay.
Garlic.
So we gotta prepare some of this now.
Huh?
NTUC should have also.
I've not seen it.
NTUC finance.
Finance. Okay, you need to go to the finance. Cold storage. Cold storage is easy also. Okay, are you all ready? Shall we enter into the Kriya now? I will explain. Then we'll do it together. So there are 4 steps. The first step is always the asanas, right? So you will be seated in Padmasana. So seated in Padmasana. Padmasana, lotus pose. Okay. Yes, this is the posture you will assume throughout the whole Kriya. Okay. So if you can't sit in full Padmasana, at least do Adha Padmasana, half. That means one leg is put on the hip and the other one is at the bottom. So try to do at least half if you can't do full Padmasana. Okay? Next slide. So this is taken from Hatha Pradipika, Upadesha 2, verses 31 to 33. The translation says one should with effort place the feet on the thighs and place the upward facing palms on the thigh. Okay, so put the palms on top. Okay, that means your hand should be like this, concentrating at the tip of the nose. Okay, so means bring awareness at the tip of the nose. The tip of the nose is the gateway to enter into the present moment. Keep the tongue pressed on the upper teeth. Okay, the tongue just touch the upper teeth. Press the chin on the chest. Activate the this Jaranta Bandha, right? This throat lock. Push the air slowly upwards. Okay, that is slowly pull the prana upwards. Okay, this is called Padmasana, destroying all diseases filled with power. Through, though difficult to obtain by everyone, some intelligent people learn it. So try to learn it. So place, the feet come into the Padmasana. Concentrate on the tip of the nose. Just focus awareness. Keep the tongue pressed on the upper teeth. Chin, lock the chin. And exhale slowly. When you exhale, just release the lock. Okay, we'll do this a few times, 3 times. So this is like a preparation. Inhale again. Lock it. Exhale. 1. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale, feel the lip and lock. Release, exhale. Do it again the last time. Okay, so this is the first step, coming to Padmasana and do the breathing and locking the chin. Next slide. So let me just explain. The next one is Kapala Bhakti Pranayama. So this is taken from Yoga Rahasya, chapter 1, verse 100. Okay, so basically Kapala Bhakti is, Kapala Bhakti means shining scalp. The literal meaning means shining scalp. So when you do this pranayama, your forehead here will be shining. So here's the technique. Breathe out, short, fast breath as you pull your lower abdomen in and up, okay? And allow the body to inhale by itself, just like this. Okay? We'll do this for 7 minutes, okay? Wait, let me just do the timing, set the timing. Then we'll do it together, okay?
Is this Vastrika?
No, Bhastrika is different. Bhastrika is, Kapala Bhakti is forceful exhalation and allow the inhalation to happen itself, like this. Okay? This is a different pranayama. Kapala Bhakti and Bhastrika. Some may confuse, but it's not the same. Okay, are you ready now? Shall we start? 7 minutes of Kapala Bhakti. Do it slowly and comfortably with the back straight in Padmasana still. Close your mouth. Only the nose is acting. Charashadika, forceful exhalation, not hyperventilation. Just blow out the air forcefully and wait for the inhalation to happen. Like blowing your nose like this. Yes. Yes, that's correct breathing. That's not what you did, is wrong. If the Kundalini gets awakened, let it happen. Finish the last round. All right, next slide. Let's enter into the third step. Okay, the third step is called Lahari Pranayama. So it is also taken from Yoga Rahasya, first chapter, verse 100. So it says, breathe in with a short inhalation through one nostril. Okay, so you can use either the right nostril or left nostril, one nostril, and then with the other nostril, breathe out in a short exhalation, just like this. Understand? So you're going to you can use the this Nashika mudra. So fold the index and the middle finger and close the right nostril. And so you can inhale through the left in a short inhalation. Then exhale through the left, to the right, sorry. Okay, so in briefly, out. So you're going to do this for 3 minutes. Are you all ready? Can we do that? So I start the timer now. 3 minutes. Yeah. Inhale in a short inhalation through one nostril and exhale in a short exhalation in the other nostril. So it's either left to right, or right to left, up to you. Okay? You close and then just blow out. Okay? You ready? Start. Keep your back straight. You are doing your pranayama. Don't slouch. Finish the last round. All right, let's enter into the last step. So this one is called Anduri Pranayama. Okay. So basically the technique is when you inhale, roll the tongue. Okay, there's a spelling error from the original text. So roll the tongue. Basically, when you inhale, you roll the tongue to the sideway. Okay. Breathe through the nose and the mouth. Okay. When you inhale, close the mouth by rolling the tongue and touching the top of the mouth. Hold as long as you can till you can't hold anymore. Just breathe out through the nose. Okay. I will demonstrate first so that you know what to do. Okay. So let me just go through the instruction. So roll the tongue to the sideway as you inhale, like this. You're going to breathe it through the nose and the mouth. Okay, when you're full already, just basically hold the breath. Let the tongue touch the top of the mouth. Then exhale through the nose. Okay? So basically, what you need to do is roll the tongue like that. Okay? That means the tip of the tongue is touching at the top row of the teeth. Okay? Okay. Now let me this one we'll do for 7 minutes. Okay, so roll the tongue and breathe through the sideway and the nose. Okay, that means the sideway, the gaps to the mouth and the nose simultaneously. Till you finish inhale, just push the tongue, touch the top of the mouth, that means the roof of the mouth, the upper palate. Hold that as long as you can till you can't hold anymore. Exhale. Then you repeat again. Okay? Shall we start now? I'm going to time 7 minutes again. This step is 7 minutes. So total maybe like less than 20 minutes, right? 7, 14 plus 3, 17. So by the time you do the first step, maybe 1 minute. So in total, 18 minutes for this Kriya. Let's start now. Do it slowly and comfortably, okay? Don't feel strain. Very powerful. Kundalini awaken. At the end of inhalation, push the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, which is your upper palate. And hold there as long as you can. Till you can't hold anymore, relax the tongue and then exhale through the nose, okay? Finish the last one. Everybody's ready? Finish the Kriya? Let's now get to the mat. I'm going to play some music and you will do 12 rounds of classical Surya Namaskar. Okay, in whatever form that you want to do, we'll do that. Ready? Okay, so I'm playing the Shiva Tandava music so that you guys get energized. Ready? Come, let's do it. It'll be fun. Loosen up your body after sitting for like almost 20 minutes on Padmasana.
जलप्रवाहपावितस्थले गलेवलं जलम्बितां भुजङ्गतुङ्गमालिकां डमट्टमट्टमट्टमन्निनादवड्डमर्वयं चकारचण्डताण्डवं तनोतु नः शिव शिवम् संभ्रमभ्रमन्निलिम्प निर्झरी विलोलवीचि वल्लरी विराजमानमूर्धनि धगद्धगद्धगज्ज्वलल्ललाटपट्टपावके किशोर चन्द्रशेखरे रतिप्रतिक्षणम् जटाभुजङ्गपिङ्गलस्फुरत्फनामणिप्रभा कदम्बकुङ्कुमद्रव प्रलिप्तदिग्वधूमुखे मदान्धसिन्दूरस्फुरत्वगुत्तरीयमेदुरे मनोविनोदमद्भुतं बिभर्तु भूतभर्तरी ॐ नमः शिवाय। प्रचंड पंचसायके धराधरेन्द्रनन्दिनी कुचाग्रचित्रपत्रक प्रकल्पनैक शिल्पिनी त्रिलोचनी धतिर्ममा नवीन मेघमण्डले निरुद्ध दुर्धर स्फुरत्कुहूनिशीथिनी तमः प्रबन्धबद्ध कन्दरः निलिम्प निर्झरीधरस्तनोतु कृत्ति सिन्दुरः कलानिधान बन्धुरः श्रियं जगद्दुरन्धरः सर्वमङ्गलाकलाकदम्बमञ्जरी रसप्रवाह माधुरी विजृम्भणा मधुव्रतं स्मरान्तकं पुरान्तकं भवान्तकं मखान्तकं गजान्तकान्धकान्तकं तमन्तकान्तकं भजे। ॐ नमः शिवाय। विभ्रमभ्रमद्भुजङ्गमश्वस विनिर्गमत्क्रमस्फुरत्करालभालहव्यबाढ्यविद्धिविद्धिविद्वनं मृदङ्गतुण्डमङ्गलध्वनिक्रमप्रवर्तित प्रचण्डताण्डवः शिव इदं हि नित्यमेव मुक्तमुत्तमोत्तमं स्तवं पठन् स्मरन् ब्रुवन्नरो विशुद्धिमेति सन्ततं हरे गुरौ सुभक्तिमाशु याति नान्यथा गतिं विमोहनं हि देहिनां सुशङ्करस्य चिन्तनं विमोहनं हि देहिनां सुशङ्करस्य चिन्तनं विमोहनं हि देहिनां सुशङ्करस्य चिन्तनम् ॐ नमः शिवाय। जलप्रवाह पावितस्थले गलेवलं जलम्बितां भुजङ्गतुङ्गमालिकां डमड्डमड्डमड्डमन्निनादवड्डमर्वयं चकार चण्डताण्डवं तनोतु नः शिव जटागताः सम्भ्रमभ्रमन्निलिम्प निर्झरी विलोलवीचि वल्लरी विराजमान मूर्धनि धगत् 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 ज्वलल्ललाटपट्टपावके किशोर चन्द्रशेखरे रति प्रतिक्षणम् जटाभुजङ्ग पिङ्गलस्फुरत्फनामणि प्रभा कदम्ब कुङ्कुमद्रव प्रलिप्तदि मुखे मदान्धसिन्दूरस्फुरद्वगुत्तरीयमेदुरे मनोविनोदमद्भुतं बिभर्तु भूतभर्तरी ॐ नमः शिवाय करालभालपट्टिका धगत् 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 ज्वलद्धनञ्जयाहुतीकृत प्रचण्ड पञ्चनायके धराधरेन्द्रनन्दिनि कुचाग्रचित्रपत्रक प्रकल्पनैक शिल्पिनि त्रिलोचनी ज्योतिर्मम नवीन मेघमण्डली निरुद्ध दुर्धर स्फुरत्कुहूनिशीथिनीतमः प्रबन्धबद्ध कन्दरः निलिम्पनिर्झरीधरस्तनोतु कृत्ति सिन्दुरः कलानिधान बन्धुरः श्रियं जगद्दुरन्धरः सर्वमङ्गलाकलाकदम्बमञ्जरि रसप्रवाह माधुरि विजृम्भणा मधुव्रतं स्मरान्तकं पुरान्तकं भवान्तकं मखान्तकं गजान्तकान्धकान्तकं तमन्त.
All right, set it down when you're done. Huh? How? What?
The Kriya is effective.
What do you mean?
Much easier than I do before.
Okay, now we tasted the power, right? Okay, all of you finished, set it out. Parameshwari, you want to stop the sharing? Oh my God. Come on. Okay, this Jara Sharika is want to share. She said the Kriya is effective. What do you think?
In the first time, I feel so easy to do.
Ma, we can't hear you all at all. Ma, we can't hear you.
Is it better?
Now we can hear you.
Okay. You want to share again properly?
Yeah. For the first time, I find that doing Surya Namaskar is quite effortless actually. It's a lot easier. I was like, after a few I already like
Panting.
yeah, panting. But this time around was like a lot smoother and a lot less tired. It's like I don't get tired so easily. It's just zoom, zoom, zoom.
Like you feel that there's another layer of energy that keep you going, right?
Yes.
See the difference? Only 20 minutes of prayers.
Yeah, I'm like,
What about the rest? Anyone want to share? Anyone felt the difference?
I had a very funny experience when I was doing the Kriya. Somehow my nasal passageway, I think, became clearer. I can actually smell my own mucus.
Yeah, you become more sensitive, because the Kapala Bhakti and all that, it just blasts out all the mucus. You clear all your nasal blockages, so you breathe deeply.
Yeah.
That's one
I
of
agree
the
also.
benefit of this kriya is to clear the passage where you can, the free flow of prana can happen in your system when you're doing the sports. See, one of the obstacle is when your nose are blocked, you have a lot of mucus, you have a lot of sinus problem, all this, you can't breathe properly. You cannot breathe properly means you cannot access prana. You can't have energy to supply you, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the first thing you need to fix is clear your breathing. Make sure your nasal passage is completely clear. So do all your neti pot, the neti kriya, right? In the morning before you start your yoga, do all the cleaning of different holes. Okay. So anyone else had any interesting sharing? Otherwise, I want you all to share in the group. Then you can let me know what you plan to do in the next 3 weeks or 31 days to excel and train your stamina. Okay, so that I know roughly what you're working on. Is this something to do with dance, something to do with Surya Namaskar, or something to do with some Vinyasa Krama, or whatever, or even swimming, running if you are the sporty type. So whatever sports you had set yourself to do, define certain milestones so that you can work towards that and see how this kriya manifests itself in your body. Anyone else want to share? Let me see. I just saw some notes in the chat. Can you drink plant-based milk? Yes. Yes, plant-based milk. Okay. Anyone else want to share? No? Okay. You can share it in the group. I think I'm going to end with the Puna mantra now, so then we can prepare. So tomorrow I'm waiting to hear back all of you your first practice, okay? I will show you what I cooked tonight with the concoction with the turmeric and the garlic thing. Then you can follow, okay? So let's end with it.
Sorry. So we actually start tomorrow, and then we drink that thing tomorrow night.
Up to you, because for me I will start tonight. Because you guys haven't been informed, you didn't prepare the ingredients, so you can start tomorrow, no problem.
Okay. So the exercise we start tomorrow already lah. Anytime we decide lah. Okay.
I mean, ideally in the morning lah. We do your yoga, right? If you're doing
We
your
do
yoga.
we do the kriya first, then we do the exercise.
Yes, because you're tuning first, then you do your sports, whether it's yoga or running. All right, so let's end with the Puna mantra. Thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoy it. So let's continue with this kriya till the next week. Next week we'll do the level 2. So let's bow down in deep gratitude to Swamiji for gifting this wonderful kriyas. Let's chant the Puna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Parutha Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam, thank you. See you all next week.